Hello YouTube, my name is Joe, and today we're talking ramps. And really the goal of this video is to give you an update on my ramp propagation experiment. I live in Michigan, and in Michigan, this time of year, we're very early spring still, mid-April. The ramps are out. And if you don't know anything about ramps, ramps are basically an onion, leek, garlicky type plant that grows in the woods. Very pungent, very great if you mix it up with butter or you cook with it. But it has a very small window of harvesting time. My woods are fairly young, but they're thick. And they stay fairly wet, and this is ideal for ramps. And so always thinking about how to possibly make money on the farm or use all of my property for food. And so back in September of 2017, and this is where I kind of insert old video clips, but in 2017 September, I did a little research and figured out that at that time of the year, you'll see a blossom and a set of seeds that come on from those ramp plants. You'll see them in the spring, green. Once the canopy opens up, they kind of disappear. And then you'll see that seed emerge in the fall. I have found that it doesn't happen every fall. So I don't know if it's biannual or if the weather conditions need to be correct. I'm not sure. But in that September 2017, I did harvest seeds. And it took a little while to really kind of figure out what it was because they have a little rubberized coating on them. But once they are truly dried out, you'll see just a small blossom, if you will, and it will have 10 or 12 different black seeds on them. Now, what I figured out was germination rate was between 6 and 16 months. And really all I did was I took my garden hoe and I just made a couple furrows. I put them right next to a maple tree that was kind of distinguishable, right? So I knew where to look in the next spring. And the next spring came along and there was nothing. The next spring, now we're into 2019, we had something. And at that point, I made a video. And if memory serves me right, I was pretty excited, pretty impressed, but really we saw that the little leaves were very thin. I mean, it was the first time they emerged, very thin, delicate, right? So that was 2019. Well, here we find ourselves in spring of 2025. And they're not all here. They're not all here. Some of them that were there that first spring have died off. Why? I don't know. This is not something that I come and check on every week or every day or shoot, even every spring. But what I've noticed is in 7.5 years since I planted them, they keep getting bigger, they keep getting bigger, they keep getting bigger. Which makes me think that the ones that are deep in the woods, man, they've got to be 70 years old, 80-year-old plants. Does a ramp plant last 80 years? I don't know, but the leaves on those are that wide, and they're 10 to 12 inches long on some of them. And so, yes, success. Success. But I thought that in 5 years I'd be able to do a harvest, and here we are 7.5 years. Is the math right on that? 2025, September 17. I'm thinking it is. This is probably, in my conditions, not a viable cash crop. Now ramps will ring $20+ per pound, but you got to dig them up. I don't think you'd want to have a U-pick ramp farm. Is it neat to see that a person could do this? Yeah, and maybe on a larger scale, it might be worthwhile if you had the right growing conditions. I would say that one of the things that I'm probably messing up in the ecosystem here is I'm trying to thin for pasture. And ideally, when I planned these, I thought, well, I'll never cut out of this area. And I have. I've kind of cleared out in this space. Shoot, I think I might have brush hogged these. And so I would say that you really want to put them in a spot that you're not going to disturb. But it's not getting much sunlight. You know, if you're going to do a firewood cutting or logging, and it gets too much sunlight, you won't see them. And so conditions need to be right. Yeah, so there's a quick little update. It's not quick at all. I'm thinking we're 6 or 7 minutes in, but I think that if your conditions were right, it's viable. But I'm so far away from town, I'm not driving them to deliver, and I'm not interested in making this my cash crop. However, you know, if I wanted to transplant these or start seeds on maybe one of my children's property or a friend's property, this would be a pretty good way if you wanted ramps in like 30 years. And so, but at any rate, I thought I would give this update. This is probably going to be a slow grow video, and that's okay. But guys, this is the kind of thing that is on my mind as I try to learn how to manage a property, right? And all the resources that are on that property. And so this is just Joe, Shop Teacher Joe, being a weekend homesteader, right? So you guys take care. I hope that you have a great day, and man, go play in the dirt or something, right? Get outside, make something, do something. Have a great day. Bye.